Like training a husband, you just give them lots of love and affection and tell them the same thing over and over. Okay, now in this first portion of the show, Twiggy wants to teach everybody the correct way to water ski, and actually you're going to use the same concept if you're wakeboarding. Just about. So anyway, the first thing you want to do when you get out there on the water is just like Twiggy, you might want to brush your hair and get all nice and pretty for the cameras. Twiggy, she's about 90% ham and only 10% squirrel. She loves to ham it up for those cameras. Good job, Twiggy. Alright, next you want to have 1 foot on each ski. You want to keep your knees bent, your back straight, and hold on to that tow rope nice and tight with both hands. Good job, Twiggy. But last but not least, and most importantly, you want to keep that tail up out of the water. And Twiggy's doing a real good job at that, aren't you, Twiggy? Okay, we're going to go one more time all the way to Mama. Good job. Good job, Twiggy. Yeah, I'm looking finding me a boyfriend out there. Okay, Twiggy, come on. Good job. There you go. Thank you. Alright, now this next part, we just toss it in for the kids. They always want to know if Twiggy can swim. She's a very good swimmer. She squirrel paddles like your dog paddles. Alright, kids, you're going to see Twiggy swim, but Twiggy wants to know how much you can swim. Good job. How many can float on your back? You float also? Wow, we see a lot of hands up still. Twiggy wants you all to learn to swim, but also learn to float. And I'll tell you why that's so important. You can swim for a while if you know how, but you might get tired, but you can float forever. It takes 0 energy to float, absolutely none. And really, it's so easy to do. You know, they even teach babies to do it. My daughter learned when she was 10 months old. So what I'm going to do is, for those out there that don't know how to float, I'm going to get you kids around the edge of the pool. You're going to help me teach all these adults how to float, okay? You ready? All right, all you kids, I want you to take a deep breath. Now, what are you breathing in when you take a deep breath? Air, that's right. How many of you have ever blown up an inner tube to float on in the water? What are you blowing into the inner tube? Air, that's right. So what's making that inner tube float? Air. So what's going to make you float? Air. So when you take a deep breath, what part of your body is that air going? It's going in your lungs, and that's in your chest portion. So that's the part that's going to float. And actually, you could just take a deep breath and just play like you're, you know, just dead in the water, just be, you know, just chill, and you're automatically going to float. I tried it. You try it too. But what I want you to do is, before you get out there, first of all, just like Twiggy's got her mom in the water and all these friends around, Twiggy wants you to remember, kids, never swim alone. Always have somebody else with you when you're around the water, okay? And then what we want you to do, you can get on your knees in a hot tub, the shallow end of a pool. You want your knees to be flat on the ground. I'm not going to do it, my pants get wet. And you want the water about chest deep. That's going to help you to relax, because you have to relax when you float. Okay? Because you know if you stood up, the water's only going to be waist deep. And you can put your feet down if you get nervous, okay? Alright, so you're going to get on your knees, take a deep breath, and do a little back bend in the water. You can move your head back and forth to make sure the water stays out of your nose and out of your mouth. But you're actually going to float. And then if you get nervous, remember the water's only waist deep. You can put your feet down if you get nervous, but you know what I like to do? Take another deep breath. And when you do, your chest is going to pop way up above the water. So actually you could just like play like you're jellyfish in the water and take a deep breath, and you're automatically going to go over and float. And if you get nervous, you know, because you're breathing in and out, you know, you just take another deep breath and you'll pop way up above the water. How many of you are alive today? You're alive, right? If you're alive, you have some air in your lungs. That means you can float. Did you know that? You always have air in your lungs. But if you want to get higher above the water, just take a deep breath and it's going to pop you up. Alright, so you're not going to drown. You got air in your lungs. Just got to relax. Okay. You ready, Twiggy? She's going to show you she can swim and get on the skis all by herself. Alright, there you go. There you go. Yeah, now we got to use my tail as a rudder. Got got it all wet. All right, we're going to bring her on around and pick her up, get her all dry, and then we're going to go on to the counting part, and we're going to pick a helper. How many of y'all know how to swim and float? And float. Only if you swim and float. Alrighty. I tell you what, we're going to go all the way over here. We started doing this. We were watching TV one time, true story, and they were teaching monkeys to count by stroking on their belly, so we started working with Twiggy, and she's learned to count all the way to 6. All right, will you be my helper? What's your name? What's your first name? Your first name. Victoria? All right, Victoria. Look at there. You get to be the first one to pet Twiggy. We're going to let everybody else pet Twiggy after the show, okay? All right, now how many laps do you want Twiggy to go, Victoria? 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? 6? All right, Victoria wants Twiggy to go 6 laps. Oh, we got to give you your poster. Okay, I signed it. Twiggy signed it. You bring it up to the table after the show, and we'll put your name on it. Okay, Victoria? Good job. All right. Thanks. My sister's my lifesaver. All right, y'all ready? We're going to count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way to Mama. She says that tickles. Okay. All right, little kisses. Hit it. All right, Victoria, we're going to count for Twiggy each lap as she goes around. See, oh, I got to get all pretty. But we don't want her to come off too early. That's your first lap. You got 5 more to go, Twiggy. 5 more. All right, Twiggy. We're getting close, but nope, no, no. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. She says, okay, I hope you're listening. All right. Nope. You got 3 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. She says, all right, I got it. You see her counting those fingers, Victoria? And we were doing good. Nope. 2 more. She's getting anxious. But no, Twiggy, no. 1 more. All the way to Mama. She's like, oh, shucks. All right, Twiggy, let's see what you're going to do this time. You coming to Mama? Or are you going to keep going? Are you coming? Are you coming in? I'm coming. I got my feet up there. I'm coming. Yeah! Oh, goodness. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed Twiggy's portion of the show. We love it here in Huntsville. Y'all really make us feel at home. This is Twiggy's favorite part. We're going to have her right over here.